Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Facebook Live. It's Wednesday, December 14th, and it's a pleasure to be back with you for another Wednesday. The holidays are coming up, and I finally convinced the rest of my team to come join me for this Facebook Live, so you guys will meet them again in a few minutes. I want to take a second to thank everyone who's been taking advantage of the specials that we've been running. We decided to take back Black Friday for the entire month of December. So every Friday we've been running a different deal, and last week's deal was a swag bag. You got $47 worth of African Ancestry swag when you ordered a test kit, and you guys really took advantage of that offer. We felt like Santa and the elves in here fulfilling all of those orders. So I hope that those of you who took advantage of that enjoy getting them in the mail and having a t-shirt and a journal and our little African Ancestry experience cards. Yesterday was Kenya's Independence Day, so I want to give a shout out to our Kenyan family. Kenya is an East African country, so we don't find results from Kenya for most of the people who take our tests, but of course those are still our brothers and sisters on the continent. And you know, Kenya is a very popular travel destination for Europeans and Americans. It's easy to go there because you can, or it's easy to travel throughout Kenya because it's an English-speaking country. The flight is long though. Whoo, you guys, you all take those long flights to get to Kenya. I don't know how you do it with the, but the safaris, the landscape, the Maasai people, it's all definitely worth the travel. So shout out to Kenya, and it's 54th Independence Day yesterday. It's very important that we be independent, and that's why we're talking about the concept of Ujamaa for this holiday season. You know, Kwanzaa is coming up on December 26th, and Kwanzaa has 7 principles. You all need to start brushing up on your Kwanzaa principles so you can celebrate. Get your kinara out, your mat, your corn, your gifts. And Ujamaa is the 4th principle, and it means cooperative economics. And so we thought that it was important for us to celebrate with you this holiday season and share some of our favorite Black-owned businesses. So that's how I was able to get Kelly, who's coming in, and Simone, who's coming in, and Ty, who's always here. You guys know our Uber producer, Ty Brooks. So they're joining me now. Ooh, I had to twist their arms to come in here. You all don't understand. Oh my goodness. Well, actually I didn't. Ty did. Ty's the one who cracks the whip. So hopefully you all can see us. Last time you saw Simone, she had a whole bunch of hair on her head. So we're the short hair crew now. But anyway, so let's talk about holiday gifts. Of course, an African Ancestry test is the ultimate holiday gift, and this is the perfect time to share this gift with your family because you only need one test kit. One test for one line of the family tree can give anywhere from 2 to 20 to 50 people a gift in advance. And so I would suggest that if you haven't already gotten a gift that you want to share with the whole family, that an African Ancestry matriclan test or patriclan test would be great gifts. And if you've already done it, then you can give somebody else a gift. You can give it to a friend, or you know, if you're married, you could give it to your husband or your wife's side of the family. So there's still people who you can take advantage of the specials that are coming up this Friday and then next Friday. We have 2 more Fridays, right? Yeah. To get kits. So pay attention to our website and our Facebook page on Fridays. All right, ladies. So Ty, she came up with several categories for us to say our favorite businesses, and we were in our office space like, well, what about this one? What about that one? Here, let me give you one. I don't have one for this category. So we've been mixing and matching. So Ty, how do you want us to start?
So what I would like for you to do is you introduce the subject. You go first, then Simone,
I go
then
first.
Kelly, then I'll bring up the reader, and then everybody can give a short reason why they picked it or why they thought it would be a nice pick.
Okay.
So that people would know.
And then we want you to post your Black business ideas too. So we aren't the authority on this by any means. We're just sharing what we know, and so we want to hear from you as well. Okay, so the first category is books. And you know, across the board, if you're going to buy a book, buy it from MahoganyBooks.com. MahoganyBooks.com. And I don't know if you guys know this. We need to post this. They opened a brick and mortar outlet here in DC in Anacostia. And so congratulations to Ramunda and Derek and Mahogany for that huge accomplishment. I know Southeast is just eating them up. Okay, so books. Well, I'm saying the Get Rooted book list. We partnered with Mahogany Books earlier this year and created a booklet, 3 book lists. Yes. One is on countries, one is on consciousness, and one is on culture. So Ty's going to post the links, but if you go to AfricanAncestry.com and to our media center, you can see the Get Rooted book list, and it has all the heavy hitters in consciousness and culture. So that's my pick.
Okay.
A whole list.
Simone. So my pick was Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe.
That's on our list.
Yeah. I think I suggested that one.
Yeah, you did. You did. We listened.
Yeah, it's just one of my favorite books, and I kind of see him as the godfather of Nigerian writers. So like Chimamanda and all those people who come after were kind of influenced by him, and I think this is like the perfect book for explaining colonization and how it impacted the continent of South America.
Nice. We smart up in here, y'all. Okay. Kelly.
The book that I suggest is diningwiththeancestors.com. It's by Dr. Eric J. Chambers. He is an African Ancestry customer, and he's been in here, and if I could get up, I could bring his book and show it to you. But I have given the book as gifts. People have loved it. It's an interesting coffee table kind of book because what it does is he asked the question to a lot of celebrities and said, who, if you could go to dinner with, who would you like to meet with? And it could be someone who's not alive. And it's just interesting reading maybe Taraji P. Henson, Terrence Howard, different people, what their feelings were on that subject. So I suggest Eric Chambers.
That's a good one. Okay. Ty.
So I'm the resident arts nerd. So I chose The Mother of Black Hollywood, a memoir by Jenifer Lewis.
Oh.
And I chose her because she's my spirit animal. So I love her.
Well, there it is. Okay. So get that book. Those are good choices, you all. Okay. So our next category is beauty. And Ty really should have been the one to do all of these because, as you can see, she does the most adorning here in the office. The rest of us,
We show up.
Yeah, we show up. And our hair is one color. It's the same color every week. Every day it's the same color. We wear the same this week. Last week it was gold. I don't know, purple, red.
It was turquoise last week.
Okay.
And then gold before.
Okay. See what I'm saying?
See, she took her hat off this morning. I said, "Oh, you did your hair?" She said, "I did that last week." She changes it so much, we don't know.
Yeah. So she's gonna hit y'all with something beauty at the end. But
real quick before we start this, for those of you who are writing us right now, we can't see that far, so we're gonna respond to whatever you're posting.
The camera's too far away. We can't see that little type.
Don't think that we're ignoring you. We just can't see that far.
We are ignoring you. we can't see. But thank you for posting and continue to post because we will respond as soon as we hit stop. Yes. Okay, so beauty. I chose In Natural Hair Salon. A girlfriend of mine, Angela Walker, she's local. Her salon's in Silver Spring, Maryland, and she does natural hair. But more beyond that, Angela started an academy. And so Angela is actually teaching people how to care for natural hair. She's teaching stylists how to style and care for natural hair, as well as individuals. So she's going above and beyond and establishing a foundation for us. We're all natural up in here, as you can see, and so I want to give a big shout out to Angela for her work. Simone?
So I chose the Lip Bar. It's a black-owned lipstick company out of Detroit.
Nice.
Two sisters own it. And I love them because I
The lip bar.
She owns 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I own
For
one
now.
Yeah.
I own 0. How many do you have, Kelly?
0. I have to work on it.
We gotta get our matte lip game up. Okay, what you got?
My beauty category is a good friend of mine, Bernadette Mayo, and the company is BAMIProducts.net. She sells her products weekly at Eastern Market in DC, but she also ships all over the world. And she started making the products years ago because she was having problems finding things that, as an African American woman who was middle-aged at the time, that she could not find what she needed, so she started making her own.
What are they?
She sells one of my favorite is a dirt ball. It's a ball that's the size of a baseball, and it's got pumice and different things, and it's really great for dry skin, feet. She's got signature fragrances, the BAMI fragrance. You name it, she makes it.
So soaps, lotions.
So yes, soaps, lotions, and like I said, she ships all over the world.
Cool. All right.
So for me, it was hard for me to choose because I love beauty products, but I chose Juvia's Place, which is a cosmetic line, a black cosmetic line, and I chose them because I freelance as a makeup artist on the side, and their products are high pigment, and they're just beautiful on every skin tone, and I bought like maybe all of their palettes at the makeup show in New York this past May. So I'm a big fan of their work, of theirs. Juvia's Place, Juvia.
Cool. So if you want all the pigments and all the palettes, you can inbox Ty on African Ancestry Facebook. All right. The next category is fashion. So earlier this year, I joined a group that is headed by Lamar Tyler out of Atlanta. Shout out to Ronnie and Lamar Tyler. And one of the members of this group is Sharice Jones. And Sharice is out of Richmond, Virginia. She has an online boutique called Sassy Jones Boutique. And this woman knows accessories. I mean, she's got every kind of... I didn't tell Ty about the site for a long time because I knew that she was going to lose her mind and spend all of her money. So I waited before I told her. But I'm right? Yes. She knows her accessories, from earrings to necklaces to bracelets to rings to bags, scarves. She's doing it. She has something called sparkle parties. So every week you go online and she has these sparkle parties where she shows you how to accessorize and how to pair things. So check out Sassy Jones Boutique for your fashion needs.
Okay. Well, I didn't have actual fashion as in clothing.
That's okay.
I chose Gemini Fly, which is a jewelry company.
That is fashion.
And
accessory.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ty.
But no, Gemini Fly is owned by a sister. I can't recall her name right now, but she's from Birmingham, which is where I'm from.
Shout out to Birmingham. And shout out to
Alabama
for electing Doug Jones.
And not embarrassing us. But she makes these beautiful pieces of jewelry. They've been featured in Spike Lee's movie, or the show. She's Gotta Have It. I have pieces. She has some stuff that's definitely meant to show your style if you're into the continent, if you are into African fashion. And then she just does some really cool, eclectic, just different stuff. But she's based in Austin, Texas now, but she's Gemini Fly. She's cool. So.
Nice.
Okay, fashion. I have a cousin, Donna Chambers, who sells her pieces. She sells jewelry and she creates it on her own. She's been doing it for about 35 years. And she's based in Brooklyn, and her website is www.donnachambersdesigns.com. She also makes quilts. She makes incredible quilts that are so valued that some people have stolen them when she's gone on exhibits. They're just go onto her website. You can see they're incredible pieces and very detailed. This was her jewelry. And once again, she sells it in the New African American Museum in D.C.
Oh, cool.
Nice. We're keeping it in the family, literally and figuratively. Okay.
So it was a laundry list, but I chose Zoe, a lifestyle, and I chose Zoe. She is a jewelry designer as well, and I chose her because when I I turned 40, I commissioned a special piece of jewelry from her, and for my 45th, I'm commissioning another piece. So if you look at me, you can tell that I'm flamboyant. So the piece is as flamboyant as I am.
Really?
News.
Wow. Breaking news from African Ancestry.
You guys don't know me, so.
This is good. This is fun. Okay, so the next category is, and again, if you guys are commenting, please keep commenting. The camera's too far away, so we can't see the comments, but we will definitely respond to them after the broadcast. So for children, I chose Heritage Box. So Heritage Box is a company owned by Black women, and it's a monthly subscription box that is curated for children to learn about different countries in Africa. So they're heritage-box.com online.
Since I have so many children.
Yes.
Well, for children, I actually picked a book, which is
Nice.
not surprising.
Simone used to own a bookstore, so she's like the intellectual one of the group.
But I picked a book called Have You Thanked a Black Inventor Today? And it's by Patrice McLaurin, who I actually know. I met her in Birmingham. She used to come into my bookstore. But she wrote this book about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it's really been picking up steam. And so she's been going to schools and talking to kids about inventors. She has a site set up, so I just thought that's a good Christmas gift for her.
That's a great gift, yeah. Or
Adults
even
too.
an adult.
Yeah, it's a lot we don't know. My category, or my suggestion was given to me because I didn't know, because I don't have that many little children in my life right now. But it's www.madebyablackwoman.com, and it's clothing, and it's not only for children. It's things created and curated by people for all people. So there are all different types of people. If you go on the website, it's very impressive. It's very engaging, where you look at it and you want to continue to look through it and find things that you can purchase. So check it out.
I got my new cousin a Made by a Black Woman t-shirt. So check them out. It's really cute.
My pick for children's is The Feeling Friends by K.R.I.T, and it is a book and CD set that teaches children about different feelings and emotions. So they are like, there's Lotta Love, who's a kangaroo, Busy Bee, who is like a hyper bumblebee, and it's really catchy because I've actually sang the songs myself, and I have no children.
We believe you.
Speaking of singing songs, our next category is music. And what we're doing, if you're just tuning in, is we are recommending our personal Ujamaa list for the holidays, Black-owned businesses that you can support in your gift giving. So for music, I chose two. I chose two African Ancestry family members. If you all have seen previous Facebook Lives, you know that I'm a huge fan of Will Calhoun, who is the drummer for Living Color, and they have a new CD out called Shade. So I'm suggesting that everyone go get a copy or download a copy of Shade. And then another family member is Maimouna Youssef. She's a local artist, beautiful, beautiful singing voice. And Maimouna also has a new CD out called Vintage Baby. So I suggest that you check those two out.
So mine is a Southern classic. That's not a classic yet, but on its way. But it's Forever is a Mighty Long Time by Big K.R.I.T. A lot of people know who K.R.I.T is. Some people don't. K.R.I.T stands for Kings Remembered in Time, and he's a Mississippi artist who has produced for a number of well-known Southern artists. So like Bun B from UGK, and he's worked with Ninth Wonder and quite a few people. But he's known for being intellectual and kind of bucking the system and going against the grain when it comes to being a Southerner and being from Mississippi, and people kind of dismiss it. And he's really good. So his album is brand new. So it's Forever is a Mighty Long Time.
Yeah. And he has a cut with Jill Scott that I found. I was like, Simone, do you know who this is? She's like, oh yeah, that's Big K.R.I.T. So yeah, there's something on there for everybody.
Everyone, yeah.
Music. My family. My nephew can check him out. He's on Facebook. He's got a website, www.mrmcclenney.com. He's also selling his singles on iTunes. He's on Spotify. He's on a number of things. Most recently, he's been writing and producing, in addition to him singing. And he's got 2 Grammy nominations, so we'll be seeing him in January. Hopefully his group, he's with the group K.R.I.T, or the singer K.R.I.T, and the song Location. He helped write and produce it.
Nice.
So I cheated too. I chose 2, and they're both by members of the African Ancestry family. The first one is In Too Deep by the band Spur of the Moment, and African Ancestry member Wayne Bruce is actually the lead guitar on that, and another family member, Marqueal Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Catalyst.
Yes.
He's out of Chicago, and so I wanted to big up those 2 for our music picks today.
Also, he's our hold music.
Yeah, we use Marqueal as our hold music.
So ask us to put you on hold so you can hear it.
Actually, and you'll be talking to Kelly because she's usually the first line. Kelly is our all things customer service, so she's responsible for taking your calls and filling your orders and answering your emails if they're order related. So you'll hear her voice first, and then the second voice you'll hear is Ty. So, and Ty's our marketing, social media, general purpose, helps with everything. And then Simone is our data manager, data management guru. Too many syllables. So she's responsible for getting your results out and keeping that process running smoothly. I have a great team.
You too.
Okay. So the next category is personal services, and this was a little confusing to me, I have to be honest, because we're in DC, so if we tell you personal services, chances are they're going to be local. But if you are in the DMV, my favorite dentist is Dr. Terry Victor. He's thedcdentist.com, and he has a holistic, ecologically friendly practice. He's also an African Ancestry family member. And then I also wanted to shout out Black Biz Scope on Periscope. So every Friday, I think it is, on Periscope, you can sit in or join in on Black Biz Scope, and that's where Black businesses talk about their products and services. So they're a great resource for Black business needs across the board. So check them out.
So I picked Laveau Nail and Wax Studio. It's actually located here in Silver Spring. It's owned by Christina Monroe. And before today, I had my nails done. I'm going on Friday. I'm going to see her Friday. For a while, I had been searching for a Black female nail tech. And because we're so accustomed to going to Asian-owned salons, and it's kind of difficult to find one and keep one. And when I found her, she was professional. She was on time. She's always working to better herself, and always educating herself about what's the newest thing. And then she also does eyebrows and waxing and all types of services. So I want to shout her out.
Shout out to her.
My suggestion for personal services is it's a franchise. A couple I know from my church, they are just opening it up in Owings Mills, Maryland, and it was also shown on Shark Tank. And the business, I think, has been around about 2 years. The business is not owned by an African American, but this couple is, and the name of it is HammersandNailsGrooming.com. Their location is Owings Mills, but they have them about 200 locations around the country, and theirs, I believe, is just opening up now. And they're a couple who are doing it together, and it sounds like it's going to be very successful.
And what is it?
It's grooming for men.
Ah, okay.
Massages, haircuts, all the things that men would like, and it's only geared for men in this salon. I don't know if salon is the right term, but it's for men.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Place for you guys.
My suggestion is Dawning Tranquility, which is in the Eastern Market area of Capitol Hill. It's a Black-owned esthetician, salon, waxing, and it's a woman who really just takes care of her. She has a personal touch to your esthetician and waxing and spa needs. So wanted to shout her out today.
Nice. Okay, so we have two more. If you just joined us, we're African Ancestry. This is the team, minus the science people who are in California. And we are giving you our suggestions for holiday purchases from Black-owned businesses. So we're celebrating Ujamaa a couple weeks early. Travel is the next category, and I'm, of course, going to shout out another African Ancestry family member and partner, Diallo Sumbri and the Birthright Movement. And so Diallo's company takes people on trips to African countries, and you can check them out at birthrightmovement.com.
Oh, I didn't have one. So.
Okay. Moving right along.
Aquaba. Yeah, she suggested that one.
Yeah, that is owned by Monique Greenwood, the former editor-in-chief of Essence Magazine. So it's a Black-owned bed and breakfast.
And they have a show
locations.
Yeah, they have a reality show on.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very
The
impressive.
reality show is called Checked In.
I also was given this one. It's travel beta. It's the beta version of, you go to their website, so it's not fully functional, but the company is tastemakersofafrica.com, and their focus is travel to African cities. We get that question all the time from our customers. Who can I talk to about traveling? Well, we've given you a few good leads to book your travel to Africa.
And Tastemakers is cool because they're also an African Ancestry family member. They have a boutique approach. So they have small trips, and they do things like pop-up dinners, and they'll get a designer from the city to take you through the market. So they really curate boutique experiences that you would have in Western countries, but you have them in the African cities on their roster.
Okay. I wanted to recommend my travel concierge, and that is My Jet Set Travel. And it's more than a travel agent. This person actually puts together experiences for you. So she has a form that you fill out. You tell her how much to spend, and she will take care of everything. I use her anytime that I'm traveling on my own dime, because sometimes I don't travel on my own dime. But anytime I'm traveling on my own dime, I use her, and it's always a great experience. So myjetsettravel.com.
Cool. So we've given you books, we've given you beauty, we've given you fashion. You can tell who curated this list, by the way. Children's products, music, personal services, and travel. And then our last category to wrap things up is lifestyle. And that's really broad, so it'll be interesting to see what everybody picks. My choice is another woman that I met in the same group that I met, Sharice Jones and Sassy Jones Boutique, and it's izzyandlive.com. And I'm sure you've seen their ads, or you've been on their site. They have all kinds of products for the Afrocentric woman, and she also has a subscription box. And so you can subscribe to her monthly box and get those goodies every month at your doorstep. So I would definitely want to shout out Nicole at Izzy and Live.
Well, I picked Chef Evelyn. Evelyn is someone that I went to college with at Tuskegee University, and we were both in the engineering department, but eventually she became a chef, literally. So she does these really cool short videos on how you can cook at home. Like, the ideal is to get people to stop going out to restaurants so much, how to save money, but make these really cool dishes. So she's on Periscope, she's on Instagram, anywhere that it can be a short video, she puts something up. And then she's branched off into how to monetize a social media career. So she's an all-around superstar, but her biggest thing is being a chef and to cook. So.
That's a good one.
Where's her restaurant?
She doesn't have a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Have her come to your
Right.
She should really have her own like food network, cooking network type
What
of
about
show.
your other friend who has a restaurant?
Which one?
She's seafood.
Oh, Chef Oya. Yeah, so Chef Oya is in Indiana. It's called Trap Seafood. And she, 2 years ago, she had a fundraiser where it's like GoFundMe, but it's for restaurants. And she put something up and she said, I want to be able to prepare seafood. I'm in the Midwest. We don't really get it. And she raised money within like 2 or 3 months, and now lines are around the door. I mean, around the parking lot waiting for her.
Wow.
And, you know, she's like, she makes so many plates per day. Once they're gone, and people will show up the next day hours early
Wow.
to get them. So
That's a great model.
yeah.
Congratulations, Chef Oya. If you guys are in Indiana, what city?
Indianapolis.
If you're in Indianapolis, you probably already know about her, but if you don't, now you know.
Yeah.
My lifestyle suggestion is K.R.I.T TV. It is streaming TV for the Black community. It's a variety of things, documentaries, films, a little bit of everything. It's relatively new, so it, like everything, will probably expand more and more, and you'll hear more about it. But once again, it's www.kweli.tv, KWELI.tv.
Shout out to Deshana Spencer. They're one of our partners.
Yes. And my lifestyle is Distinctly Creative, which is I will say a cohort of DC creatives, and these folks showcase different creatives throughout the DC area, and they are the originator of the Black Creatives Matter t-shirt, which Simone is wearing one of their shirts now. And so,
Dripping, we got special holiday edition of Facebook Live.
I wanted to give them a shout out.
Not at all. Not from this one. Not from this one.
I wanted to give them a shout out because recently their Black Creatives Matter t-shirt has been ripped by another company, and so I wanted to make sure we shouted out the originator of the Black Creative Matter t-shirt, which is Distinctly Creative. So if you're getting a Black Creative Matter shirt, it should be from that company and that company only.
Ujamaa. Cooperative economics. So that's what we have for you. Again, the ultimate gift is an African Ancestry test kit.
Several of them.
You can get one for yourself. You can get one for a different line of the family. You can get one for your best friend, whoever it is, but just get one. And the results aren't just for one person. They're for everybody on the family line. So you're really killing a lot of birds with one stone and getting a lot of gifts with just a single purchase. So we want to thank you for sitting in with us this afternoon. I got to thank my team because these two are really hard to get to participate. So thank you, ladies. Simone, thank you for the extra dancing and everything. And we promise to respond to your comments as soon as we hang up. So you guys have a great week, and we'll see you later.